Morning, guys. Morning, morning, morning. I got a new mug. It says Happy Holidays. I love it so much because y'all know I'm the Christmas queen over here. Love me some Christmas. So, how are you guys this morning? Have you subscribed? Have you subscribed? Because we have way more views than we have subscribers. So, if you're watching, if you're viewing, just go ahead and like it and subscribe it. Like, what's it hurting you? It's not hurting you. It's helping me a lot. If I had as many subscribers as I had views, bro, we'd be doing this full time almost. Like, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. So cheers. Give me a subscribe. So we did the thing, guys. We did the thing. We finished. Let's put them in the correct order. We finished the first trilogy. I think it's called Era 1 of Mistborn. And we got Well of Ascension that we read last weekend. We got Hero of Ages that we read this weekend. Here's my hot tea. Loved it. Loved it. There's no hot tea. Absolutely, absolutely loved the whole thing. Okay, so Mistborn, book 1, definitely my favorite. By far. I just liked something. Oh, also, this is full spoilers. If you have not read the Mistborn series, all 3 of the first books, don't watch this. Turn it off. Come back, give it a like, and subscribe to me, but then come back when you're finished watching. Okay? Or reading, sorry. Okay. Mistborn book 1 was my favorite of the books. For a few reasons. 1, I really liked Calcier. Like, Calcier was probably my favorite character, one of them at least. 2, really liked the society stuff with Vin and Elend. My husband corrects me every time because the narrator on the Audible says Elend. So Vin and Elend's, just their whole courtship era and the society, the balls, like, I just really liked that. I liked Vin's story of going from this, like, beaten nothing to what she became with Calcier and his tutelage. I really loved that. Like, Mistborn book 1 was the GOAT for me. Both of these, Well of Ascension and Hero of Ages, are 780 pages. And one of my friends who has also read the series, he's one of the people that made me read the series, said that these could almost have been one really, really large book. And I typically tend to agree. Well is a huge build-up for Hero. And these books are wordy. If I had any thing to say that was not super positive, they're super wordy. There's a lot of meetings. There's a lot of we're gonna all sit down and chat before anything happens. You're talking about 14 to 1600 pages worth of detail. Very, very good detail. World building and languages and religions, and like, it's really good stuff. But it is wordy. Branden Sanderson is not scared to put words on paper. Let me tell you that. Like I said, full spoilers, Marsh was one of my favorite characters. So at the end of Well of Ascension, I was having a WTF moment. I texted my friend. I was like, what is seriously going on with my dude Marsh? Like, what's really going on with them? Because until Hero opened with Marsh's story, I didn't know he was being, like, controlled by Ruin. And so when he was, like, trying to kill Sazed or Sazed or however you say his name, I'm not going to say any of these names correctly, okay? That's the hot tea, is I'm going to say all of the names incorrectly. But yeah, so Sazed, when they were fighting, I was like, who is this character? It's not my Marsh. What is going on? And so when Hero opened and explained how Ruin was kind of controlling the Inquisitors and things like that, totally made sense. I was like, oh. And then like the marsh trying to fight, that totally made sense for me. The Vin's earring made so much sense to me because they mentioned that earring frequently in these books. I knew something had to be up with that earring. Either her mom was going to pop up or her brother was going to pop up or something was going to happen to do with that damn earring because there were clues. Like that TikTok, there were signs that that earring was important. I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was important. And so you've got Vin kind of ascending almost, right, when the earring gets pulled, and becoming this presence that's going to fight against Ruin. It was really good. I liked it. Didn't see that coming at all. I didn't think, I mean, big ups to Branden Sanderson. I didn't think he was going to kill off so many loved characters. Like, I should have known. I should have known. Once again, there were signs when Kelsier died in Mistborn that he wasn't scared to kill some people off. Like, he wasn't scared. So, my dude Elend, he died such a good death, though, such a hero's death. Like, he stuck to his scruples, I feel like, from the beginning when we first met him and he was reading his books. Like, he wanted to be good. He did. Throughout the whole entirety. I refuse to not believe that. And Sazed being the hero of ages, it made sense to me. It just did. There were... So the little excerpts, there's a word for them, but I'm going to call them like excerpts at the beginning of each chapter. There was a couple of times where I was like, I thought Breeze in Will of Ascension was going to end up being the hero. And I was like, how are they going to work that one out? But yeah, I love Spook too. Spook is a fantastic character. Really happy for like how the ending ended with him and how he's going to work towards rebuilding this new like world, almost new society. I just really liked the ending. Branden Sanderson could have gone, you know, very fluffy, very flower and rainbows, and just like Elend and Vin walked off into the mountains and lived happily ever after. But he didn't. He gave it the ending I feel like it deserved. So solid ending. Rating. Mistborn 1 is a 10 out of 10 read for me. I think I've told you guys it was a 5 out of 5 when I first rated it, but because it's 3 books, we're going to go out of 10. Mistborn 1 would be a 10 out of 10. As a solid 3-book trilogy, pretend that Mistborn is over here on the far side. But I read that one on my Kindle, so I have the paperback copy. Obviously, I can't be Mistborn-less, so that's on my Christmas list, is a paperback of Mistborn. So anybody who knows me in real life who's watching, I need a Mistborn paperback to go right here on my shelf. As a solid trilogy, though, I'm going to go 8.75 out of 10. Really close to a 9 out of 10. Like, really close to a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed the series. I love the ending, and I loved the first book. It loses a little bit of points for a few things, and one of them would be wordiness. Like, there was a lot of meat to get to certain things. And that's really the only downfall that I can say. I like that the characters made choices that felt like the character would make. I liked that the ending wasn't a flowers and rainbows happy, super great ending. I mean, it was still a nice ending. But you couldn't have, like I said, Elend and Vin walking off into the sunset together. I liked it. It was a solid 8.75. I feel really comfortable with that. I almost gave it a 9. And then I gave Lord of the Rings, back when I reread it as an adult, a 9 out of 10. Which some people were like, what the fudge? Not a 10 out of 10? No, I gave Lord of the Rings a 9 out of 10 when I reread it as an adult. And I couldn't give this more than Lord of the Rings for me, personally. This is personal preference. So 8.75 out of 10 felt like chef's kiss where I would rate it. Love the series though. Definitely will read more of Sanderson's work. And yeah, if you are looking for a really solid high fantasy series that is going to have a lot to read, that you can shelf 6 months to a year, depending on your reading speed of your life, into reading, Branden Sanderson, Mistborn, all the eras. There's a lot of books. They like go in certain orders. It's a lot, but I recommend it. It's a lot, but it's worth it, right? It's the juice is worth, there's a saying, but I don't know the saying off the top of my head. I thought I knew it. I thought it was right here, but it wasn't here. The juice is worth the squeeze. I knew it was right there, man. The juice is worth the squeeze on this one, personally, to me. So yeah, love you guys so much. I hope that you're having an amazing week. Like and subscribe, and come back to see me next Monday. Bye.